Tom, thanks very much for sitting down with us. A couple of months into your job here as assistant coach, and how have you found it so far?
No, loving it. Obviously, size of the club, the standard of the players has been sort of brilliant for me to be a part of, and just continuing from the start of the season that the club had before I got here.
The form since you joined has obviously been very, very good. Has it felt like the real perfect start to your time here?
Yeah, I think obviously apart from the Charlton result, I think every other performance and result has been exactly what we would want and expect. We just need to sort of stay humble and stay hungry, and we know there's a long road ahead. But the lads are fully focused, and I don't think the manager will allow for any complacency, to be honest.
You mentioned the manager. What have you found of working with Chris Davies so far and helping him implement his methods?
Yeah, again, the manager, with it being his first job, I've been very impressed with how he goes about things on a day-to-day basis, and as staff around him, it's just supporting his ideas, and as you can see, the lads are definitely buying into them ideas, which is shown in the performances on the pitch. And for us staff, it's just encouraging that and sort of focusing that on the players as well.
And how have you found working with the other coaching staff here as well? Has it been quite an easy transition for you?
Yeah, all the staff have been great. Not only the coaching staff, but the medical staff, everything has been quite a smooth transition. So yeah, it hasn't been too awkward apart from singing an initiation song. But other than that, everything's been quite smooth.
As a player, obviously you played pretty much at the highest level. How has that influenced your style as a coach?
I try and, whenever I'm doing sessions and stuff, I would want to make it where the lads obviously get something out of it, but two, it's not like a chore. You want to make it as enjoyable as possible. And I think just having only retired 100% this summer, still quite relatable to a lot of the players, and can speak to them from a player's point of view rather than only a coaching point of view. So I think I can find that balance quite well at the moment.
Yeah, you mentioned only just retiring, but of course you've got experience in the coaching game as well with Wigan, Man United, England under-21s. What have been your key learnings from those experiences?
I think the 2 years I had at United was a massive eye-opener, because when you're playing, you're quite almost self-centred, and you don't see all the planning and preparation that goes into every session and planning for every game, which is probably heightened again at the first team level rather than under-21s. And I think as players, you're quite selfish, and a lot of it is taken for granted. So understanding that side of it, and as I say, the planning and preparing for sessions, not only to put them on, but to understand what you want to get out of that session as a coach.
You touched on it briefly before, but what have your initial assessments been on the quality that we have here in the squad?
Yeah, no, the lads have been exceptional since I've been in. Literally, well, I knew that from when we played Birmingham when I was at Wigan, planning for that game. We knew how difficult that was going to be, but then seeing the lads work on a daily basis, sometimes if you have players that might have played at a higher level, sometimes you might not get the right attitudes, but all the lads have been spot on. Attitude day to day has been perfect, and as I say, when you're winning, it makes the lads that aren't starting strive to try and get in the team, and the players that are playing know that there's sort of 7 to 10 players chomping at the bit to try and get in the team.
I think watching some of Tomoki Iwata's goals in particular, they're quite reminiscent of some of the strikes you scored earlier on in your career from long range. How have you enjoyed working with him and the rest of the midfielders specifically?
Yeah, I think he scored more than I did in the season already. But yeah, no, I think I was saying outside of the Premier League, you probably wouldn't see as good a partnership as him and Paik. But then we've got Mark Leonard in that. Changi's back fit in training now as well. So I think we've got a good blend. But yeah, definitely Tomoki and Paik at the moment are playing really well, and that's the heartbeat of our team.
And finally, do you feel like the ambitions of this club really match up with your own?
Yeah, for sure. As you say, this is my first full season in a coaching role, especially in a first team environment. So as much as I was happy at Wigan, it's an opportunity to come to a club that are striving to go places and sort of not hanging about doing it really. So I'm excited to be a part of this journey, and hopefully we can continue the season how we started it.
Tom, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.